How's it going, my fellow Homo sapiens? It's your boy Uzumaki Hadou, and I'm back at it again with my anime collection, episode 5. So let's hop right into it. So we have our first anime today, and that is Elfen Lied. Yes, oh my goodness. So how I got up on Elfen Lied was actually interesting because Elfen Lied is actually how I got up on YouTube. Before YouTube was the biggest monopoly it is today, there was a lot of many different video sites out there. I used to go around watching a lot of anime music videos. And I first found YouTube because they had a whole bunch of Elfen Lied anime music videos. That's before all this whole copyright crap that was up there. So I couldn't actually watch it until I made an account. And I made an account and it just showed so much. And it was just so awesome. I was like, oh my god, this anime looks incredible. The next day I went out and I copped the whole series of Elfen Lied. And this is just the a little collector's box or whatnot with all the episodes in it. And man, this anime is awesome. I mean, it's violent, it's gory, it's bloody. Great storyline, fan service, great character development. That's how I love my anime, man. So you have two main characters. You have Koda, he's the boy, and you have Lucy, who's this, I guess, this human hybrid type of species or whatnot. They have these invisible arms. To me personally, look like telekinesis, but they have this these invisible arms that can go around and just rip people to shreds. So when she was young, she was really picked on by all the other little kids or whatnot. And not just that, she slaughtered all the other kids. And she meets Koda when they're really, really young. They become friends. At first, she thought that Koda was picking on her and she was just about to kill him. But in reality, Koda was really fascinated about her horns and things of that nature. And they became really, really good friends. But later on, early in the series, I believe that Lucy, she ends up killing his parents and killing his sister or something like that, and he goes insane, or he loses his mind, he loses his memories or whatnot. And Lucy, I believe, is kidnapped at this time, and she loses her mind, and she becomes Mew, I believe that's how you pronounce it, and she ends up finding her way back to Koda, and they kind of have this nice little storyline where they're going and learning more about each other. But at the end of the series, Koda finds out that Lucy is the one that killed his parents and everything. He killed his sister and his father on the train. It was just really, really brutal. But at the end of the day, he forgave her. But it was like a love story also, because I believe that he fell in love with her and she fell in love with him. And it was just so awesome. I'm like, oh man, this anime here is definitely a recommend. If you ain't seen this anime, definitely go out there and get it. It is awesome. I mean, there's a lot of different characters in here. Great characters, so much action. It's not one of those animes where you have to sit down and think a lot. I mean, it's just really, really good. Great storyline, great character development, great fan service. This is definitely a thumbs up. Then we have Harishu Sumiya, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Another great anime. Now I really like this one. Now I believe this is the one where the girl, she has like a lot of power. She can create certain realities, so her friends are trying to keep her happy and make sure that she like has godlike powers, if I remember it right. But it's a really, really good anime. Very has a lot of comedy in it, so I really enjoyed this anime. It's great laughs, and not just that. I wonder if there's more episodes to this. Now this is the first series. I'm gonna have to do some research because I would love to see another series of this. This is a really, really great anime here. And then we have our Dragon Ball GT that's no longer canon, or maybe it's just in a different universe now, so it might still be canon. But this is only the Perfect Collection Part 2, and I was going to collect them all, but there were just so many Dragon Ball GT collections out there. I was like, at the time, I really didn't want to spend the money, unfortunately. And then we have our Bleach. This is the first half of Bleach. And once again, the main reason I didn't get the whole box set and all the collections is because at the time Bleach was still coming out and they didn't have everything. So I kind of just fell off on getting the anime for this one. And then we have our first generation Naruto. Now Naruto was really, really awesome, but I fell off for a while. Then I got back when Naruto Shippuden came out, and at that time I just started watching them online because there's just so many episodes, and at this time all the episodes wasn't out. Shippuden wasn't even out at that moment. And a lot of episodes just wasn't dubbed at the moment. So, you know, I was like, so after a few years, I just started watching them online. It was just so much easier. Now, here's another interesting anime lane. Now, when I went out and picked this anime up, the anime guy says, you know what, this is a very complicated anime. And I'm going to be honest with you, very, very complicated. I really couldn't relate to the main character in this. It wasn't a horrible anime, but I felt like it was more for someone who likes to sit back and kind of think with their anime. It was more using your mind. This is not an anime with fan service. It's not like a lot of action. I mean, there's some shooting scenes and stuff in it. But overall, it's a pretty decent anime. Now, I'm going to be honest, there's a lot of stuff I just didn't understand about this anime. I could have went and did some research on it, but in reality, I just didn't care at the end of the day. And now we have another anime. Now this one here is extremely awesome. We have Kite, bro man, this here is awesome. This is a fantastic anime. So Kite is this girl whose parents was murdered, and this guy basically takes her in and basically kind of uses her as his little personal sex slave or whatnot. And not just that, he uses her as a assassin. She is a fucking nasty assassin. But she has these earrings that's filled with her parents' blood. I thought that was really, really interesting. And this series here is really, really good. I mean, she is so fucking badass. Great, great, great fan service in here. I mean, this series here, I don't know if I can show the back here. Let me just kind of block out the tits. But this series here is just really, really incredible. I enjoyed this series. Now, there's two series here. There's the censored version and there's the uncensored. This is the uncensored version. Man, I love the series. I mean, this series was just so much action. She's just so badass. She is great with the gun. She's just crucial. And come to find out, I believe the guy who is like, who sends her on the assassin missions and things of that nature, who's having sex with her or whatnot, is the one who killed her parents in the first place. So, I mean, she is badass. Hands down, badass as hell. She is awesome. Definitely recommend this anime. And then finally, we have Samurai 7. Yes, that's right. We have Samurai 7, the whole collection here. And this anime was really, really good. I enjoyed it for the time. I used to watch it. Now, I got this anime at Best Buy back in the day when Best Buy was really kind of picking up on their anime, because Best Buy really didn't have anime at first, but then once anime became very, very popular at Best Buy, they were starting to load their shelves up, and this is how I ran into Samurai 7. So, if I remember everything right, you have, like, I guess, like the Shogunate, this organization that takes away from a lot of the small villages. So, the villages, they work very, very hard, they grow rice, and they work extremely hard making food, and they have to pay their taxes. And the taxes is just so overwhelming, it's insane. And they're so poor, they are like very, very old, like old technology, like ancient Japan, rural Japan, you could say. And their government is like extremely high tech. Like they have Gundams, for crying out loud, like big ass machine robots. It's just insane. So you have this girl, I believe like she is the oracle or something of that nature, and she goes around looking for these people to basically take down this government. Now I could be missing some things here, but she goes around, she finds these 7 samurai, and they kind of go on their mission. They hate, some of them hate each other, you know, just the whole I don't trust this person, but at the end of the day they get along and they finally take down the government. Great series, I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoyed this series. Samurai 7 is awesome. The art in here is really, really nice. And it's just a really, really good anime altogether. But that's all I have for you today. Please rate, subscribe, and comment. It really helps the channel. Thanks for watching. Matane.